As I outlined in the first video, with an intermittent fasting strategy where you skip breakfast and eat lunch at work, all you really have to worry about is one meal, dinner. One meal that counts, one meal with your family. This is an opportunity for the entire family to eat healthy, an opportunity for children to learn what is good, not what is bad. And since you've been fasting for most of the day and night and had a reasonable lunch, you still have a lot of dry powder. This meal will be at least 60% of your daily requirement. You can eat more. You will feel full and the fast in front of you will be that much easier. My recommendation for carbohydrate restriction is a limit of 150 grams a day if you're a big guy like me, say over 180 pounds. If you're less than 180, then, 100 grams a day. And this is arbitrary. Some would say less than 20, some 50, whatever. It's opinion and prejudice. My prejudice just happens to be 100 to 150 because that makes it so much easier. Why suffer? It is the intermittent fast which makes this possible, because if you ate 100 to 150 grams of carbs spread out throughout the day, like 3 meals and a couple of snacks, you'd have significant levels of insulin circulating in your bloodstream most of the day. And we all know what insulin does now, don't we? It suppresses fat metabolism. You're not going to burn fat. This one meal a day is the rate-limiting reaction. It is the hurdle that so many families struggle to clear because folks are getting off of work. You're tired, you don't want to do it, and it's easier to pick something up on the way home from work or to run out and eat somewhere that, doesn't break the bank. This one meal doesn't have to be hard. You need protein. Protein is the staple, and then you have 2 other things. Let's call them sides. But you need the protein first. So pick a meat if you're not a vegetarian. Lean ground beef, bison, steak, chicken, fish, rabbit, squirrel, pheasant, anything but bats. Don't eat bats. Now your 2 sides could be a salad and another vegetable side, like frozen mixed vegetables or asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, whatever. Or you could have a carbohydrate-based side like a sweet potato or a squash or a whole grain dish. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can get by with just butter, salt, and pepper, a high heat cooking oil like extra virgin olive oil. And this is how it works. Before you go to bed, you take something frozen out of the freezer for the next day and you put it on a plate in the fridge. Or if you forget, take it out in the morning before you go to work and put it on the counter. Now, if you're going to have a sweet potato or a squash, wrap it in foil and place it in a crock pot on low in the morning. If it's a squash, you need to cut it in half, scoop out the middle part with the seeds, then drizzle in a small amount of olive oil and some salt and pepper before you wrap it in the foil. You come home from work, you prepare the meat, you season it, unwrap it, place it on a plate. You preheat the oven, or you grease a pan, or you turn on the grill outside. While the oven is preheating, you make a salad. If you're not having a salad, put some organic butter in a small pan and add some frozen or fresh vegetables of choice to that. While the meat is cooking, you plate the sweet potato, half a potato per plate. You add butter, salt, and pepper, or a tablespoon of brown sugar if you prefer. When the meat is done, you add it to the plate with the cooked vegetables. Done. Easy, fast, cheap. All you need are 5 to 10 go-to dishes that you can make quickly and that you like. I've shared 5 of my favorites that I have all of the time. One of the things I use is mail-order seafood from the Wild Alaskan Seafood Company. It's shipped in a box with dry ice, and the seafood is prepackaged into single-serving sizes of 6 ounces. All you have to do is thaw it and cook. It's excellent, and it tastes like it was caught yesterday. I've been adding content to my website, fatthief.com. Everything you need is there. There are no barriers other than your own inaction. Lastly, never forget rule number 4. You have to read my book. You have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, because that is what will cause you to change your thoughts and thereby change your world. My book, The Fat Thief, is gospel. It's like the Word of Shaun. Praise be. Thank you.